What's up, everybody? Dan the Man in the house. I want to welcome you back to Dan the Man's Weekly. Today is Thursday, August 30th, 2018. Yep. And as you already know, I did marked my 4-year anniversary of Dan the Man's Weekly last Saturday. That's right. If you guys have not yet seen it, just go back to it and trust me, it's an hour long. So just be aware of that. So just look at the beginnings and look at the beginnings in the first few minutes, and then shift to the shout outs. Okay. All right. Well, but anyway, if you guys not yet seen it, check out my 4-year anniversary of Dan the Man's Weekly. The link's right down there. Please check it out. And yeah, funny, I was wearing my Deadpool t-shirt. Yeah, yeah, I like Deadpool. What you're about to find out in a little bit. And which means the footage yet again, which you're about to see, are scenes of my poetry slam. You know, I was originally intended to be last weekend, but due to scheduling conflicts, but that's a long story. So I guess here it is. You're about to find out. So. Alright, the scenes of my poetry slam took place about a week ago of Tuesday, August 21st, and which that would be the day before the final night of the State Line Music Series featuring Dusty Lowe. And yeah, just yeah, the link's right down there. Just please check out the special edition with all the slideshows right there. Okay. Anyway, back to the scenes of my poetry slam for last Tuesday, August 21st. I was promoting my 4-year anniversary of Dan the Man's Weekly, which you guys already saw in the beginning. That I was a featured special guest for for the B1s, and that featured guest is C.T. Williams, who made an excellent performance. Applause to C.T. Alright, and now here's the list of my poetry slam I did. Alright, the first part is the themes of my is the city is the month and themes of City Magazine with the help from Kimberly North of the City Magazine. Yeah, which I'll explain that afterwards. Then it is Rain. Yep, the new shit I just did. And the third part is the Hard Rock cafes I've seen and been and where I eat. You've seen this Hard Rock cafe. Well, it's a Hard Rock Hotel Casino I got from Tampa. And number 4 is the poetry I think you viewers and some of my friends are familiar with is Something Mild Life with Asperger's. Yeah, that is the part you're familiar with. So, yeah, I'll explain about that afterwards. Okay, check it out. Enjoy.
Up on the stage right here. Robbie! Stick around. Show some love. It's your turn, man. Spit it. Sing it. He's got some words to share.
Okay, I'll remember that.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Woo!
Thank you guys for coming. First off, I want to thank Orchid and the Barb Open Mic Series for featuring me as a special guest. As a featured special guest. Thank you very much. And C.T. Rivers, I just want to say you did an excellent performance last Sunday at the 306. So I look forward to everybody, those of you here, please look forward to see C.T. Rivers performing, please. All right. Also, thank you, Black Orchid Lounge. Also, I got somebody from the City Magazine. That's Kimberly and
Not just somebody from, shout out to City Magazine.
Yeah, shout out to City Magazine. And everybody, and Robbie, and a few others, Otis.
That's me.
And Anthony. Wait, where's Anthony?
Not here. Not here.
Okay, when I say Anthony, y'all say brother, please. All right, Anthony.
Brother, please.
All right. And I just created some new shit here.
New shit?
Say it again. All together. 1, 2, 3.
New shit?
Thank you. All right. And this is dedicated to the City Magazine. You like this one? It's called Themes/Months of City Magazine. You know, since it was January, well, I'll get to that. February is medical and hospital. We dedicate those to save lives. That's right. And March, speaking of saving lives, we got heroes like police officers, fire departments, border patrol, among others, and civilians who acted as heroes and brave ones. And on April, 30 Under 30, like JJ of Dope Scoop Films, or anybody on 30, or like Austin, he's the lead singer of Sleep Scent. Right, Austin? Or like my friend Tara of the Nosh. Okay, moving on. May is Women in Business, like Estella Casas, or like Dr. Natalie Navasisio. June of Men in Business, like Coach Cross of UTEP Soccer, or like Richie.
Hey.
He's a teacher at EPCC and also hosts the Barb Open Mic series. Yeah. July was sports, and then this year was food. August was celebration. Well, we celebrated those. Like this year, when we celebrated the First Lady of El Paso for the incredible World War II. And September this year will be arts, and last year was attorneys. And October was fashion and beauty. Oh man, somebody call Steve Kotokaro, get for the police business. Yeah. And November was music, like Joe Barone, Frank Ray, Sleepspin, and Elliot Sparza. I wish it was Ryan G. We'll have to wait and see. And December and January was the best of 2017, 2018, 2019. We'll have to wait and see. And that's how we have the themes of the months of the City Magazine. Thank you very much.
Woo!
That was a rundown, man. You just ran it down.
Oh man, it is raining. Oh, speaking of rain, I did some new shit on rain.
New shit?
Thank you. And it is called Rain. Yeah, it's outside. I see drops that the weather don't stop, falling from the sky. Can't even tell if it's clouds crying or the eye in the sky. Just to get by, telling no lies, weather flies by. Rain to get wet, make a bet, not to regret. If you're smoking a cigarette, if raindrops tell the story, should be writing a poetry or something like a figment. Yeah. Seeing a runaway train, only with a water again. According to my friend Madison Livingston, it's like driving through the rain. Or seeing purple, like the late Prince, saying purple rain, purple rain. It rains usually around when it comes cloud around. It's good or bad, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Not a single water lad. It pays going through Causeway, food cliche, according to Peter Haberman, 245 days. I see rain coming in spring, sometimes in spring, not through a season rain, mostly in the summer, what a bummer. Going to the forecast, dark clouds are coming, day or night, whenever it rains comes the light, it comes again, and according to Rhythmics, here comes the rain again. It's rain, don't come in vain, through mountains, land, and plains, and turning to it's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring, according to Millie Billy. Laying on the rain, or sometimes it's rain, like November rain, Gardens and Roses, or like Madonna rain, or when, like Shania Twain. It's just rain, like you see right now. Thank you very much.
Woo!
Yeah, man. That flowed like
man. Had anybody been to Hard Rock Cafes?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Here's something I like. Yeah, it's new shit.
New shit?
Thank you. And it's called Hard Rock Cafes I've been, seen, and heard. Alright. Popular places all over the world, the Hard Rock Cafe, or hotel, or casino. Here's the locations that HRC I've been. LA on Hollywood Boulevard. LA on Universal Studios. LA on Berry Center, which is closed. San Francisco, San Diego, La Jolla, which is closed. Las Vegas, Phoenix, Denver, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, which is closed. Houston, New Orleans, Biloxi, Atlanta, Destin, which is closed. Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, which is closed, and moved to Hollywood, Florida. Miami, Nassau, Bahamas, Cozumel, Mexico, the Grand Canyon, and the largest HRC in the world is Orlando. Yeah. And here at the location, I just see a t-shirt. What the hell is that? Who was that? Yeah, Chicago. Dude, come on. Stop wasting my time. Right. Chicago, Philadelphia, Niagara Falls, Canada, London, Paris, Barcelona, and Rio de Janeiro. These are the cities I received a T-shirt from there. And these are the Hard Rock Cafe I've been, observe, eat, wearing T-shirts, and of course rock and roll. And I still wish we have a Hard Rock Cafe right here in El Paso because we are the popular city ever, right here the best. Am I agree with me?
Yeah.
Thank you. And now, the grand finale. As y'all know, for those of you who knew me very well, I was diagnosed with mild Asperger syndrome, and it's been my learning disability for life. I didn't even discover this until a year after my high school graduation. And yeah, thank you. All right. And it's always been my learning disability for life, and I can still see that. All right. And you are familiar with this. For those of you who have seen this before, check it out. All right. It's called Something Mild: Life with Asperger's. Something mild, nothing hot and or wild. It's because I was diagnosed with a mild Asperger syndrome. It's been my learning disability trying to row since I was 3 as a little kid. Well, struggling to learn, not a blind kid, not a deaf kid, not a dumb kid. Want a toggle to learn. It's an ability, it's the ability, but with disability, with serenity, tranquility, with orchardability, with less sociability, but with a rebuttal, with a struggle on a toggle, and according to Guns N' Roses, welcome to the jungle. Yeah. Sometimes timing patterns, timing of motor skills, but poor motor skills, that's what's slowing me down. From a frown like a clown, well, no wonder speed kills, going through the fills, and going for thrills. And want to know my obsessions? Directions, organizing, deadlines, broken hearts. Wish it was oppositions with possessions. Trying to eye contact, sticking routing, empathizing down, mutualism found. Maybe I can memorize, maybe I can't. People, place, things, memories can be fun, mostly sad, not fun, like broken hearts. People I know, people I can't remember, people I mistaken people for another. Yeah, you know that. Call it social awkwardness, friendship with likeliness, places I want to go, places I can't go, places I don't want to go. Things I can't figure, I'm divided, not fun, recognizable patterns or interest patterns. I'm almost done. My life with Asperger's. Don't call it Asperger's. Hey, it's not funny. So I mean it, it's not funny. Well, it's like, if you think about going to Blake Lotta Burgers or Cheeseburgers or something like that, don't even think about that. Or with the Jets and Cheese, or Anthony. Remember Anthony? One more time. Anthony?
Brother, please.
Thank you. Man, what the hell is Anthony? All right, anyway. Was born with Asperger's syndrome. Will die with Asperger's syndrome. That's Asperger's syndrome for life. It's though worth a struggle, but a toggle to learn almost everything, not anything, but to yet interpretation yearn. Call me a slowpoke for suckers. I donate blood, but I'm not blood suckers with the band. Yeah. Well, I still have the ability to learn despite the disability. I still want to learn. That's something mild, not wild. End quote. Thank you very much.
So what do you have coming up this Saturday, man?
Yeah.
This Saturday is what?
Yes. This Saturday, I will mark 4 years of Damn the Man's Weekly. It's this Saturday. You guys do not want to miss it. Yeah, like 4, 4, 4, or 4 threes, or like 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go. That's right. Guys, I would like you guys tune in for this Saturday. It's the 4-year anniversary of the Damn the Man's Weekly. Man, I came a long way. Hopefully by next year I'll make 5 years.
Hey.
All right, again, Richie, thank you.
Damn man! Can you put your hands together? Get out.
You all have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
Like I said, it's not easy to go up there, man. And Dan does it like week by week. He's always here, and he's one of the biggest supporters of the scene. He's always at shows and events and recording everything and documenting. So we will love that and appreciate that. Thank you, man. So we're gonna keep it going, Santana. You're up. Come on down, man. Oh, that's a bright light, dude. I appreciate it.
Yep, that was scenes of my poetry slam from the Tuesday of a week ago, which is what's this feature as a special guest. So I just want to say thank you, Richie. Thank you and thanks to the Barb Open Mic series. Also, thank you, Robbie, for helping me filming this. I appreciate that. And yeah, and yeah. Also, thanks to Black Orchid. And especially thanks to the City Magazine, Kimberly and Sean North were there. Also a couple of others who I'll get to the shout outs in a few minutes. So, and especially where was Anthony? Well, you know Anthony. Yep, my good friend Anthony. Just like I said, Anthony, brother, please. Oh man. Well, I wish Anthony was there. So we miss you, Anthony. Hope you laughing my ass off. Okay. But anyway, okay. As I mentioned, the themes of the City Magazine, like I always mention, we always mention on February's the hospitals and health. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also the March is Heroes. The April was 30 people under 30, which is successful entrepreneurs like filmmakers, fashion designers. You know what I mean. And May and June were women and men business. That's right. And just last year was sports, but now this year we have food. Yeah, remember? And just last year of August, we had the theme of art, which would be in September. And this year, from August was celebration. I remember. And yeah. And this coming September will be art, which was originally last year of August, and then last year of September was a theme for attorneys. And October was always fashion design. Yeah, and November was music theme, which we're about to find out. And I remember last year was my good friend Frank Ray. who can I forget 2 years ago with Elias Sparza? And finally, yeah, and always at the December and January, it's always the best of, 2014, 2015, 16, 17, and more years to come with the best. Yeah, that's right. We count the best. So, also, well, I want to say a big thanks to with the little help of Kimberly North from the City Magazine, who she was there alongside Sean and also Austin of Sleep Spent. And just want to say appreciate your help. Thank you very much. Also, yeah, and also shout outs to the City Magazine. Also, speaking of rain, yeah, it was raining outside at the time of Tuesday, and then alright. Alright. And the reason I say, say I see drops, I can't stop, or cry skies, and a few others, just like how I see it outside, and a few others, and so they say if you're smoking a cigarette, or if raindrops tells a story, if you write a poetry, or something like a Vignet, if you know what I mean. And it's like a train, or I mentioned a few references, like my good friend Madison Livingston, driving through the rain, or like Prince, Purple Rain, yeah, and like 245 Days by Peter Himmelman. And like I said, rain comes in spring, mostly in the summer. What a bummer. Yeah, and then I mentioned You're the Mix, Here Comes the Rain Again, November, November Rain, like GNR, or Madonna, like Rain, or Blame It on the Rain by Milli Vanilli, or Wind by Shania Twain. It's just rain, just like you saw outside. Well, at that time of Tuesday, and yeah, just like I mentioned, it's raining, it's pouring, the old man snoring. Yeah, so if you guys see any rain in forecast, just be aware of that weather out there. So just be very careful on the rain, if you know what I mean. Yep, that's how it is. Rain, rain, rain. And the Hard Rock Cafe I've been and seen and I've heard of, but that's mostly I've been. Yeah, just like how mostly it was always Orlando. Yeah, it's always been mostly in Orlando. It's like the largest Hard Rock cafes ever. And this is and the Hard Rock Cafe shirts that I wear. Then this one's from Tampa. It was the hotel and casino, and now they have a Hard Rock Cafe inside. Yeah, so it's Tampa. And the one I mentioned was closed, like the one on in Century Plaza and Century City in LA, which was closed. Also, La Jolla, Austin, Destin, Fort Lauderdale, those were closed. I remember being there before they were closed. And several, most of the Hard Rock cafes I've been. Sometimes one in LA, San Diego, Vegas, Phoenix, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, and Biloxi. Also, yeah, Orlando I mentioned, Miami, Tampa, and I had to add it in Cozumel, Mexico, and the Grand Cayman because I was there 2 years ago. But man, I gotta say it's been a hell of a ride. I really enjoyed seeing the Hard Rock cafes. I love eating at the Hard Rock cafes, and I like collecting and buying T-shirts and wearing T-shirts at the Hard Rock cafe, and some of the memorabilia I really like. This is very nice. So, if you guys would have seen me throughout the duration of my blogs throughout 2 years, if you guys would have seen, I've been wearing so many Hard Rock Cafe T-shirts. Yeah, and that's what I wore. So, especially if you would have seen the little bit of the logo of the Hard Rock Cafe, or any Hard Rock cafes that I wore. So, yeah, you guys would have known. Yeah. And just like I said, I wish we have a Hard Rock Cafe here in El Paso, and that would be nice because we are a popular city here, and I wish we had a Hard Rock Cafe located in the Montecito. That would be nice. Or downtown at the ballpark, or the Fountains of Farah. Well, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So, I wish we have a Hard Rock Cafe right here in El Paso. That would be nice. Yeah. And the grand finale, I think you already know of, is Something Mild, Life with Asperger's. Yeah, how I did my poetry. Yeah, I think you're familiar with. It's based on my learning disability, which like I said, I was diagnosed with a mild Asperger syndrome. Yeah, like sometimes I'm having trouble keeping straight or something like that. I was having trouble with eye contact. You see? Eye contact. Yeah. And, well, and the part with having trouble talking straight, if you know what I mean, and sometimes had a little bit of falling apart, a little bit off-road. And there's only one obsession I've missed out. It was predictions. Sometimes I have a little heavy of predicting something like that. Something could go terribly wrong. But you know my obsessions. Broken hearts, deadlines, directions, like maps, and yep, and yeah. And the fourth one was predictions. It's always been my obsession. And yeah, and that's how I meant. And remember I mentioned Guns N' Roses, Welcome to the Jungle. Yeah, bring it to your knees. Yeah. And the part with Anthony, Brother Please. I'm talking about Anthony Austin Brown again, the comedian. Yeah, and I said it's tough, worth a struggle, but a tuggle to learn. Almost everything, but not everything. To interpret and yearn. Yeah, and like I said, call me a slowpoke for suckers, and don't call it Asperger's. Yeah, don't call it Asperger. It's Asperger syndrome. Yeah, because that was a real true syndrome that was created, and like I said, I did. Yeah, I was diagnosed with that since I was 3, and I didn't even know about this until a year after my high school graduation, and did a little research on that, and then that's when my son, and I realized saying, oh crap, that diagnosis was right. Yeah. So that was kind of weird, but I know that poor motor skills keep slowing me down. But I guess I already know everything, almost. Well, but I still got a lot of everything to learn. So about my learning disability. So that's like I said. It's my Asperger syndrome's for life. Well, it's something mild, not wild. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, if you guys want more information on Asperger syndrome, you can go ahead and Google that one, or look it up at Wikipedia if you please. So it'll give you the whole details. So, and especially mild Asperger syndrome, if you want to look at that, go right on ahead. So just Google that one. Well, if you guys want to know the whole details about my learning disability, I did that special edition last year. Based on which I did after my scenes of my poetry slam, and then details about my learning disability. So I'll leave the link right down there, so please check it out. It's details about my learning disability, and you'll see the whole enchilada. Alright, so please check it out. Good thing I get that finale. And I will have that poetry posted on as soon as possible, so you guys will check it out. So oh yeah, and I want to thank Mark Ramos. Thank you so much for praising my poetry, especially Elias Barza. I appreciate that. Also, Jade Beltran. Jade, thank you so much. And I look forward to be a guest soon. So I'll look forward for that. I'll keep you guys posted. Again, I guess you guys enjoyed the scenes of my poetry slam. Yeah, that's right. Themes of the city magazine, a lot of rain, the weather, the Hard Rock cafes I've been. And yeah, my Asperger syndrome. My learning disability, my Asperger syndromes. Yep. Again, I want to send a big shout outs to the Barb Over Mike series and the Black Orchid Lounge. Thank you so much for featuring me as a special guest. And also, thanks to Richie of B-Woms. Thanks so much, Richie. And also to Robbie. Robbie, thank you so much for helping me filming this. Appreciate that. And shout outs to you. Also, Anthony, I wish you were here, man. So, brother, please. So, shout outs to you, Anthony. And also to Kimberly and Sean North, and also the City Magazine as well. Also, Austin North of Sleep Spent. Thank you so much. CT Rivers, he was a featured performer. CT, excellent performance, my friend. Also, Santana Garcia as well. So, Santana, cool. Also, Fabian Chacon, Christian Alvarado, Mountain Vibes, Nicholas Roach, Cruz Mendoza, Erica Tilly, also known as Conrad's Fire, Miss Red, Liz Lano, also known as the Lizard King. Liz, happy birthday. Lando VC, Celia Aguilar, Chris Serrano, Something for the Fellas, that's S4TF featuring Veronique and Kirby, Anthony Ryan, also Otis Hicks, Chang at the 306 Sessions, Cactus Moonshine, yeah, Gracia, Penelope, Leslie, Conchita, Carla Zabeta, Ryan G, and also Nicole Osborne, Chris Baker, Callista Singley, Damian Luna, Shelley Moselle, the City Magazine, Chaz Wilson, Ashley Martin, Gregory Martin, Veronica Navarez, Andy Martinez, Madison Poe, Laura Corral, Jay Beltran, Cassie Carrasco, also Ivy Magana, who's also known as Professor Asperger, who's based on the Comic-Con that she did, and especially her diagnosis with her Asperger syndrome, who I do praise that, so who is praising on her journey. So Ivy, I hope you're watching this. I hope you know me about that. So shout-outs to you guys. Also, David Mendoza and Eric Boseman, the City Magazine, Papa Joe and Mama Judy of the Mail Shop Blogs, Lachlan Green of From Texas and Beyond, El Paso Inc., also to UTEP Soccer, Go Miners. Also, Joe Barone, Mark Ramos, Elias Barza, Loretta Diaz, Madison Livingston, Valerie Ponzio, Frank Ray, Brian Mars, Ross Fleming, Edison's Ear, Dusty Lowe, Christina Mitchell, Sorry About Your Sister. Oh yeah, and a special big shout out to Lauren Whaler, who is expected to have surgery this coming October. So Lauren, I pray you get well soon. So my shout outs to you. Alright, and among others. So, well guys, alright, and yes, I remember the City Magazine, next Thursday they'll be reviewing its September issue, so, you guys do not want to miss it. Alright, and that's it for now. If you guys want more information on the Barb Open Mic series, like the page on Facebook, follow them on Twitter and Instagram, okay? So I'll leave the link right down there, so please check it out. Keep posting on the Barb Open Mic series, and if you guys want to catch me on this coming Tuesday, Barb Open Mic series at the Black Orchid Lounge. Alright, so please don't miss me. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of my poetry slam. Be aware for my regular blog either tomorrow or this Saturday, whichever comes first. Alright, so y'all be careful. Y'all know what to do. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Message me, like my page on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe me on YouTube. # Dan the Man's Weekly. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, this is Dan the Man, Tennessee. Signing out.